Hello, happy to have you here. Take a seat, make yourself at home. This is a video about the process of making a wig for Genya from Demon Slayer. For this, I decided to use Coscraft's short wig, Model 0, in grey. And one of their longer black wigs, I don't remember exactly, but it doesn't really matter for this video. Also, I don't know if I have to say this, but this is not sponsored in any way. I wish. I just thought since I was hesitant about using this model, I'd make a little video. Why not? I have never worked with a Model 0 before, and I had heard both mixed reviews and I have seen mixed results. So here it is, just straight out the bag. Pretty lumpy, and yeah, that's gonna go on top. Excellent, you see the vision. And here it is on me. Please appreciate the outfit for what it is. So step 1 was to use the hairdryer to smooth it out, make it lay more flat, unlumpify it, if you will. That's when I noticed it had this tuft of hair on top. It's not a problem in any way, it's easy to cut off, but I'm curious to know why that happens. Quite cute, honestly. And let me tell you, when they say this thing is dense, it's dense. It's a whole hat. What was the problem though, which I had predicted, is how much extra space is left in this wig. Here it is on a 3D print of my own head, and as you can see, there is a lot of excess wig. One of my biggest worries about this model is I have seen it on other people, and it seems to be very easy for it to give the effect that your head is just fucking huge. And you're about to see why, due to how many wefts is in this thing. I think it's like 3 times as many as their standard wigs. And I understand the logic, the hair is shorter, so you put in more of it to hide what's underneath. But the general size of the base is probably the same, so with so many wefts, it takes away kind of the elasticity of the wig, and it is a buzz cut, and it is supposed to sit tight against your head. So, to the salon! I will say the process of this would have been very annoying without having my own head to work off of, so I didn't have to measure and estimate and all of that. Also, a thing that's worked in my favor is I didn't have to be too careful about making a nice seam in the wig, because the black mohawk, why is that so hard to say? God damn it! Because the black mohawk is gonna go on top and cover it anyway, so very lucky that the design ended up working in my favor. So here it is, after adjustment 1, it's definitely better. And here I go stealing the middle of the black wig to use for the mohawk, and attaching that, and I don't know what happened there. It ended up with like a second head in the base, because it was just so much space still left over. It's giving Donkey from Shrek. Nah, it's kind of losing. It has now cost me more trouble than it has saved me. This is ridiculous, but it's too late to turn back now. We're gonna have to go with it. So yes, adjustment number 2. Taking a bunch out on the side. Luckily, I think you can't even tell where I cut it, so that's a bonus. But I was pretty annoyed. Alright, and then the sideburns on this wig were really thick, and again, I understand why. So the edge of the wig doesn't show. Yes, it's nice up by the forehead, but it was entirely too puffy on the sides for my liking, so away with that. And here comes a short montage of me installing a lace in the hairline, which I don't think ended up making a difference at all, and I didn't need to do this, so that's why I have fast forwarded this. And then I was also gonna do his like spiky hairline, which is why I added a bit longer hair with the wefts to have something to work with. Super anime, but I hated everything about it. I didn't even film it on. And since this is just for fun and it's not gonna be judged or need to be accurate in any way, I do what I want. And so this is what I ended up with. I said, good enough, trust the process. And then here I am fixing up and styling the mohawk. I won't linger on this for too long, since that isn't what the video is really about, but I crimped it to give it some volume, formed into these slight curls. I was going for something in between Pretty Pretty Princess and This Boy Lives in the Woods. And I think I did a pretty good job. I did put some of the curls over the gray base to kind of hide where I still felt like it was sticking out a bit too much, and try to hide it because it really did bother me. And here is how it looked styled. I definitely didn't feel like it was perfect. I still felt like it made my head kind of big, but at this point I wasn't gonna open it up again and take it in even more, so I said sure. And here I am on the day of my first cos test, and I was not feeling his round ass hairline. It might have been canon, but I didn't like it one bit, so I cut into it to give it a more natural look. And I like that much better. And so here I am in the full actual cosplay. I did realize I need to glue the sideburns down for some reason. I didn't see that when I was filming, but trust that I noticed it later. But overall, I really ended up liking this cosplay. The fact that the wig base is still a tiny bit big is only really visible from certain angles. I feel like there is enough going on that you don't think about it too much. So would I recommend this wig base? Like, you can make undercut wigs from Coscrafts, just regular wigs, honestly. It doesn't look that different to just cut a regular wig into a buzz like I did for Vash. Plus, you don't have to go in there and cut it up just so it doesn't make your head very big. For me, if it's a regular buzz short hair undercut wig, I'll probably just buy a standard wig and cut it. The difference in the end look isn't dramatic enough for me to deal with the whole reconstruction process. And also their more standard wigs are cheaper. But who knows, maybe I'll have a project that I really need it for in the future. So in conclusion, who am I to tell you what to do? Except maybe give this video a like and leave a comment, maybe. I'd appreciate it. You don't have to. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Watch Demon Slayer if you haven't, it's a good show. Okay, bye!